hip hop classes in session. As you can see, I got my Uncle Rakim and I got my dad right here. Don't we look alike? Sorry, let me get it right. I've come to realize over the years that many of y'all don't know the significance of these two artists, and that is very problematic for everybody who loves hip hop. You must know if you love hip hop. If you don't love hip hop, you can move on. If you do, class is in session. So this goes mostly for the younger people who love hip hop. A lot of times they won't know who this is, and I find that highly problematic because they're literally the reason behind all you guys' favorite rappers, why they rap the way they do, and I will explain that. Older people, y'all usually know what's good, so just show this to your kids. One thing my dad taught me when I was about 14, I first started rapping. By the way, I'm really good at that. Check out my music at Evolving Eric everywhere. I produce my own music too. He had a shirt of Marley Marl. At the time, I'm 14. I hadn't studied hip hop like I have now. I didn't know who that was. He got very disappointed. He said, Eric, if you're going to do hip hop, if you're going to love hip hop, you need to know who came before you. I said, that's a great point, and I did my research. So now I got to educate y'all. I know some of y'all going to be too lazy to go to Google for this, so I'll do it for y'all. And I'll also ad-lib in my own words, anything that comes up as I'm explaining. So I'll read this for y'all, and then I'll explain in my own words. Eric B and Rakim are considered special in hip-hop for pioneering a more thoughtful, poetic, and complex approach to rapping. Their debut album, Paid in Full, introduced internal rhyme schemes and unconventional placements of complex ideas, significantly changing the landscape of hip-hop. This duo can be heard in the works of countless MCs who follow, from Eminem to Nas to everybody. In other words, I've heard my dad explain this before. He says it like this: when everybody was rapping around the time before they dropped their debut album, everybody was rapping like hip, hop, the hippie till you hit me. I'm rapping to the beat, which is also fire. We are not disrespecting that style because that style is what gets this style. Everything is derivative of each other, especially in music. So when Rakim came around, this is what began to happen. I'll step out the way so y'all can read this if y'all want. Just pause it. So this is basically saying when Rakim came out, everybody wanted to have complex rhyme schemes, polysyllabic rhyme schemes. Everybody wanted to be conscious. They were making a lot of upbeat party music. Sugar Hill Gang and everybody uphill, we dancing. Run DMC, we're dancing. When Rakim came around, it was chill. We're intelligent, but chill. I was a fiend before I became a teen. I melted microphones instead of cones of ice cream. Placing rhymes inside of the sentences that rhyme and the N-words rhyming. As Eminem describes it, he was doing something no one had thought of, and that's why he's the God MC. Also, when it comes to fashion, my dad was one of the first people with the Rolls Royce in hip-hop. The big medallions, the Dapper Dan suits. This album changed the world. This album changed hip-hop in the way we all know it. So if you're a rapper, you have to thank these two guys, because without them, everything is different.